Hey guys, what's going on? JC here. Let me give you a little update. So I finished my fuel lines. As you guys can see, this is actually my return line right here. And that's my feed line right there. And that's my regulator, which I made a bracket. And if you guys can see, this regulator was actually sitting a little further back, but if you guys could see that line right there, that's the throttle cable. It was actually rubbing on this, so I had to actually make another piece and extend it forward so it moves forward. And this will be for my return line, which I said is right there. And I installed my downpipe, but I'm having an issue because you see that little gap right there. Well, you guys can't see it, but there's a gap in there. So what's going on is that the V-band is not close together as shut. It has a little gap like so. And the reason why is because my exhaust is actually hitting the bottom of the car. So I actually got to find a way to bend that pipe downwards and then push it upwards towards the turbo and then clamp it down. For I won't have a fume leak. What else? Here is a fuel filter. Oh, I thought the car moved. Here's an extra fuel filter, and here's my feed line, which comes with this Y block, and it goes to the primary and the secondary rails. And there's the primary line, which goes over here, behind there, right there. There you go. And this line actually, see, this line goes right over here to secondary rails. Now the way this fuel pressure regulator works is that fuel's gonna be pumping into the lines, into the rails, and it's always gonna be under pressure. So this fuel regulator is actually gonna hold that pressure. You regulate to whatever PSIs you want, and then it's gonna let the return come out and go back into the tank. So it's actually regulating, keeping that pressure in the rails. So that's how that regulator works. Let me show you the lines. See that? Put them right here, feed and return. And there's my exhaust. I'm actually doing something to my exhaust, trying to measure it and everything. I also started doing my wire harness, as you guys could see. Here are my injector harness, which are going to be, like white and yellow, I believe, always. So that's how a way you could locate them. And a word of advice is because is that I wrapped my wire harness and I did the loom and everything, and I found one of the injectors all the way over here. I'm like, how am I gonna get that injector? So I had to unwrap everything and move that injector out, the harness, and bring it here. And the way I'm going to set this up is gonna be, the harness is gonna be back here somewhere and on the side here. So this is gonna be free. It's not gonna have that mess, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. All right, let me show you what's going on with the exhaust. You gotta bear with me. All right, guys, bear with me because I'm under the car and it's pretty tight. All right, let me see if I can show you that. Well, there are my lines. And go in here. And this is my mid pipe. My mid pipe. And come on. Hope you guys can see that. Where did I? There we go. There you go. And right up there is where it's hitting. So I gotta bend that pipe down and everything, and move it down and push it up. All right, and then this right here, let me point to that right there. I actually got a cut on both ends, and I'm going to be getting like a circle clamp That's it's not a circle clamp. Well, let me get out of here. All right, so I am going to be getting like a clamp. So there's one pipe on this side, one pipe on this side, and this clamp actually grips both of them. All right, and that's what I'm going to be doing with the exhaust, but I need to cut them, and I'm getting my measurements. I'm gonna start doing some of this harness right now, and I'm going to keep on freezing my ass off. Yes. All right, hope you guys like the update, and if you guys have any questions, just write down below a little comment. So let me answer one question. Somebody had asked me about a transmission, which you guys can see back there, JDM and versus USA. A lot of parts of the Rx7 or the 13B motors, the internals are pretty much the same. The only thing that's gonna be different is actually gonna be the harness and the wiring. Maybe, don't hold me to that, but that's where the big difference is gonna be. All right, mainly in the harness and stuff like that. All right guys, cheers. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.